Hi, my name is Liliana Kovac, and I am doing this presentation for the Art and Pilgrimage course by Dr. Anna Maria Mubayed. So my research question that I've selected for this is birding as pilgrimage, the Christmas bird count, and the rituals of sacred ecology. So I'm essentially arguing how birding is a pilgrimage and defending that choice, that topic. I'm going to start with what is birding, what does it look like, and what is it for? So this is a picture of me here pointing in the wrong direction in Pennsylvania, engaging in the activity of birding with a group which you could call my comunitas. So birding is often thought of as a hobby, and it is a hobby for many people. But I think it's a little bit more than a hobby because you have your ritual objects like your checklist, your binoculars, and your field guides to identify the birds, which I'll go more into depth later. But it's also a practice of attention. It's a way of walking into the world differently, of listening, noticing, remembering. And I essentially argue like what happens when birding becomes a ritual journey and when the Christmas bird count transforms a winter walk into a kind of pilgrimage, because birding is a hobby that you can practice at any time in the year, anywhere. However, the Christmas bird count is a sort of ritual that happens every single Christmas in between specific dates, and that has been practiced for a very long time now. So the Christmas bird count was started by Frank Chapman, who's this picture here. It began in the year 1900, and it's essentially a 15-mile diameter that you are given to circle over a 24-hour period. It's organized by the National Audubon Society, and it is now in its 125th year. It involves tens of thousands of volunteers across the Americas, being Canada, United States, Mexico, and it does have areas and like other countries in the world also practice this. And it produces one of the largest and longest continuous wildlife data sets created by citizens. So this is citizen science. The Christmas bird count began as an alternative to the tradition of the side hunt. So every Christmas, people used to go hunt as many birds as they could in one day, which now sounds ridiculous, but back in the day it was normal. So Frank Chapman had this radical idea to stop shooting birds and instead to count them. And so that began the tradition of the Christmas bird count. And here is me at 17 years old in 2017 doing the Christmas bird count in North Carolina, Ocracoke Island. And during this bird count, I met all of these other young birders that I did not know before, and we became a sort of comunitas together. We discovered snow owls on Ocracoke Island, which had never been observed there before, and this contribution to science led to more preservation actions on the island and more research being done on the discovery that this island was being used as a snow owl breeding ground. It was so far south that nobody believed that they could breed there. And thanks to our bird count, we helped change something. Hi, my name is Liliana Kovac,